Over this past weekend, the WGCI Music Summit made its triumphant return to Chicago to a sold-out audience, eager to gain insights on what it takes to make it in the music business. The summit was hosted by 107.5 WGCI Morning Show co-hosts Leon Rogers, Kendra G, and Kyle Santillian, midday host Frankie Robinson, afternoon host Tone Capone, and evening host DJ Moondog, with special appearances by Jacquees, Jeremih, and KeKe Palmer. The summit also included panel discussions, networking, performances, and a new artist showcase, complete with a competition to win an artist development deal with 300 Entertainment and a business meeting in New York City with Roc Nation. The evening wrapped up at the Promontory for a very special networking event and discussion with music heavy hitters John Monopoly and Coach K. If you weren't in the building, you missed a tremendous opportunity. But here's our recap, which also includes valuable insights from some of the featured panelists. This year's Music Summit was held at the Harold Washington Cultural Center in Chicago. The public portion of the event began with the panel Music Business 101 and featured industry figures such as Executive Vice President of Urban Promotions with Atlantic Records, Juliette Jones, Vice President of Urban Promotions, Natine Nemeni, entertainment lawyer Daryl Jones, Vice President of Urban Promotions with 300 Entertainment, Shadow Stokes, Joseph Bolden from Machine Entertainment Group, actress, singer, songwriter, and Chicago's own KeKe Palmer, Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter, record producer Anderson .Paak, and Azim Rashid, Senior VP of Promotions at Roc Nation. Frankie Robinson hosted the panel. One of the first questions she asked the panel was to discuss what were the pros and cons of being independent.
Now the pros are like owning your masters, you know what I'm saying? Having full control over what it is you want to do and the music you want to put out and how you want to promote it, what you want to make it look like. And the cons would be that you have to pay for everything on yourself. Because when you get with a major label, they'll usually give you a budget that you'll eventually have to pay back. But a lot of it goes towards the stuff I'm talking about. So it really saves you from having to go out of pocket all the time. I think being independent is not something everybody can do immediately, but there's a way that you could build up to that. I feel like she was saying a lot of good points about when it comes to doing shows and finding a way to hustle, or even just having a regular job. It just depends on what's most important to you.
And when you with a label, it don't work like that. You can't just put out records at a fast pace like that. So that's why artists when they get signed, they get a big, following, and they get signed, they gotta kind of slow it down because everything gotta get cleared. Everything can't run the same way. Sample clearance, all these different things gotta happen.
That's exactly what he's saying is 100% factual.
So then they get signed, and what's the first thing they do?
The next question was why there were no major record labels in Chicago.
But y'all gotta help. Y'all have to help each other out. Yeah, absolutely. Y'all have to. In the third biggest city in America, why isn't there? Ask yourself that question.
We have some of the best mouthpieces ever in Chicago. Chicago people can sell anything to anybody, but at the end of the day, when you sell it on the facts, imagine what that becomes. So we have to sell on the facts, and the more we can do that, the more we're going to see our industry grow here, and the more collectively we work and share information, you will see what happened in New York, what happened in LA, what happened in Atlanta, what happened in New Orleans, what happened everywhere, because it's a collective, it's an energy.
The second panel was hosted by DJ Moondog and covered the topic of making a hit record. It featured panelists such as Harvey, Illinois native Tuo Clark, who is Senior VP of A&R at Def Jam and one half of the production team, The Interns. Producer, singer-songwriter Sean Garrett, producer-songwriter London on the Track, singer-songwriter, rapper, record producer, and Chicago's own Jeremih, Georgia recording artist TK Kravitz, and Chicago music businessman Dex Millions. Tuo Clark answered the question about how important record labels are in the age of streaming.
And it's me working at a label, and something I shouldn't say. It started with y'all. Y'all more powerful than a label, and y'all be wanting to sign to a label. But y'all more powerful than a label, because without product, we can't move.
Let's go.
We can't move. So we're saying that I wouldn't be so quick to sign to a label, because the game is different now. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a hit to build an audience. I walk in rooms and go see cats and I be like, damn, it's like 800 to 1,000 people here. Who this person? He ain't got no hit on the radio and everybody singing every lyric. And this nigga selling socks. He's selling socks. He's selling socks. You show up to his show, he's selling socks. He's selling merch, he's selling tickets. He's doing the whole 9 yards. So at the end of the day, the power is in you. So you want to go sign to a label for what? Build yourself first. Build your cachet. Make them pay you out.
While Sean Garrett told the audience how he initially got in front of Beyonce.
I was running around, you know, rebellious or rambunctious and was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, because I felt like I wasn't trying to get disrespected from the gate. I just wasn't getting disrespected out the gate, because I know what the result is of being disrespected, right? And so to get in the room with Beyonce, my first 10 singles were Hot 100 #1s. So I did Yeah with Lil Jon, and honestly, I didn't know Lil Jon. And Lil Jon, them people wouldn't give me none of Lil Jon beats. But in my mind, in order for me to get on Confessions, I had no opportunity to get on Confessions because I wasn't in that camp. I wasn't with Jeremih. I ain't know nobody, you know what I'm saying? But I just was trying to figure out how could I make something bigger than life that would change people's perspective based on a song and the artist. So that's what got me in the studio with Beyonce. We did B-Day in 2 weeks, the whole album. So when you get in the studio with Beyonce, that's what I'm saying, like, you got to talk to different people about different perspectives, because some people want to be a king, and some people just want to be soldiers.
After the panel, attendees were treated to a talent competition between 4 local competitors. The life-changing prizes included a first-place prize for a trip to New York City to meet with executives from Roc Nation, and a second-place prize for a record development deal with 300 Entertainment.
I feel so good inside, I think I like this. Girl, come in, so quick. Hey, yo, look. Like, I need to stand out of sight. Yeah, my niggas ain't wrong with they right. Yeah, I feel they wrong with they right. Yeah. It's either you will or you won't. It's either you do or you won't. It's just, none of me is wrong. Hey, it's only 2 ways. You is or you ain't. You right or you wrong.
The competitors performed in front of a crowd which included Polo G, who was recently signed by 300 Entertainment himself. Of course, there were the 3 judges.
So she's most definitely one of those.
At the end, the 2 winners were announced.
The music business meeting with Roc Nation in New York City is going to Young TT. Yeah, Young TT. No doubt, man. Where TT at, man? Shout out to Young TT. And Rock, you going to NYC, dog? How you feel about it? We need that, he said. We need that.
The deal with 300 Entertainment goes to Chanel Trey.
Talk to your fans, man. They're rooting for you. What you want to say to them?
True crew, I love y'all. For my name is Chanel True, and a lot of y'all don't know me, but this shit means so much to me. Like, I've been doing this since I was 15, and I'm 21 now. And you know what I'm saying? I just want to say I love y'all, and keep supporting me, and I'm gonna keep loving y'all for real.
She got it.
And the night at the Harold Washington Cultural Center was wrapped up with performances by Ar'mon and Trey. TK Kravitz, and Jacquees, who sang his forbidden version of LMA's Trippin'. After things wrapped up at the Cultural Center, the festivities continued at the Promontory for a networking reception honoring industry heavyweights Coach K9 and John Monopoly. The two honorees shared insider information relevant to those interested in careers in music. Afternoon host Tone Capone hosted this event. One of the questions they answered was what they look for when they are looking to work with an artist.
What is it that you are seeing? What are you looking for at that point?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, to be honest, man, I come from sports, right? So growing up, like, I was pretty good at ball, but I had some friends that was really, really good. I watched them get recruited. And it's the same. I treat music just like I said, sports was my first love. Basketball was my first love. Music became after that. So I still treat, everything still comes from a sports perspective. So it's like when I'm looking for artists, it's just like if you walking down the street and you see a kid on the court and you see him do a movie, like, oh shit, let me go holler at him. I do this, my passion is still the same way with these artists. Like, I'm always searching, I'm always looking. Like, you know, the best thing you can do is, I'm big into like originality, you know what I'm saying? Like the first time I heard the Migos, you know, I was like, oh shit, their voice texture, the pattern, this shit is crazy. I got to go get this, you know? So I'm always, the originality is first, creativity, and if they true to themselves, you know what I'm saying? But like the passion of like searching and finding, I love that.
The day of events concluded after the evening reception. The day was jam-packed with entertainment from artists we know and those we will soon know. And a wealth of information. If you missed out this year, don't miss the next one. For full videos of the discussions and performances, please go to our 2018 WGCI Music Summit playlist on YouTube and visit the website indicated for all of the pictures from the Music Summit.